And welcome to Chancy Gardener's Friendly Advice channel. Well, there's a lot of things one can suggest advice on. That the one thing I want to talk about today is how to reduce your electricity bills and get a healthier wife. These things go together and add great value to your life as a whole. You reduce the money you pay on electricity and you get a much fitter, healthier wife. These things obviously are bound to any man. And the woman, of course. The woman becomes more desirable because what we have done, because you can actually reduce your electricity bill because the power companies and the government doesn't want you to reduce it. They want you, if everyone reduced their electricity use, then they just simply put the power up, cost per kilowatt hour up anyway, and charge you money, because each year each corporation, by their laws, corporate laws, must increase its profits. Therefore, by doing that, the government then is subsidising the corporate, if you like. The thing that dominates corporate companies is that they must by corporate law increase their profits each year. So the government, rather than letting capitalism go on market forces deal with the problem of bad investments, the governments and Labour Party and Liberal Party are subsidising what are private organisations, which is basically socialism for the elite, if you like, and taking the money off pensioners and old people and anyone in general that can get it off. Who pays power bills? Everyone has to pay power bills, you see. So I thought, how do I do this? Because, you know, I'm not one of them really stupid old white men. I'm very dumb as I am. I had to think, well, how do I reduce my electricity bill? So, look, I said to the wife, hey, for fuck's sake, I said, excuse me, I didn't swear. No, I didn't swear just then. I said, yeah, look, that washing machine, it's a big drag. You turn it on and boof, it's just got a big motor in it. You use a lot of power, we have to get rid of it. And she said, alright. She said, okay. So I got to sell the washing machine. She sold it in a second-hand shop. And I don't know what she did with the money. I think she bought whiskey with it, which was really good idea. We got really good quality whiskey in exchange for the washing machine, which is a great deal for anyone who likes to dab with whiskey occasionally. But the thing is, since then, the benefit of that, and then we got rid of the electric stove. Another great draw on energy bills was electric stove. So what, I'd replaced the electric stove with a little tiny camping gas stove, and I would get my gas supply from the service station every few weeks. Because I learned to cook rather well, I can cook very cheaply in one pan on one ring on one gas stove, and you get it all prepared. Bang, 15 minutes or 10 minutes later you've eaten something really delicious and saved a fortune in gas and electricity at the same time. And then what else did we do? Yes, we disconnected the hot water system from the surface, the circuit. We now have it on for an hour a day. You turn it on in the morning and leave it on for an hour, turn it off, and that's it for the hot water. And you get, and that's it for it. The day you use that amount of water for the day. Hot water, be careful, and that's it. And they save money on your water bills and your energy bills. Not only that, the great benefit about this is the wife has got so much fitter since not having, because no one forces her to. I don't force her to do washing by hand. She does it gladly by hand, and the more washing she does by hand, the fitter she's noticed as she's getting. The weight's coming off. She's getting very happy. She said, look at me now, I'm washing my hand. So I'm suggesting that if blokes can get their women to be sort of equal in their efforts, physical efforts, to the blokes, and the blokes should also, I do my own washing, we take it in turns. The blokes also did the washing by hand and throw out them stupid washing machines, because we decided to become extreme greenies. What we've done is said, well, we're going to be the best greenies in the world. We're not going to use any power. And anything that's made with coal, like a washing machine's made with coal, stoves are made with coal, because you have to have the coal to process the metals and all that, and you have to have all the fossil fuels to take these things across the seas and all that, which is a massive burden on the planet, according to the Greens and Al Gore. So by not buying stoves and not buying all those coal, energy consuming goods. They flood the market in to suck people to thinking they're having a better life, when it's actually destroying people's health by putting things in the ovens what make you fat, having washing machines what make you lazy, and having all those things what actually destroy the real quality of life, which is staying for as fit and healthy as long as you can, because that's what annoys the Liberals and Labour Party the most. They want everyone to get really sick and die early. The Liberals wanted people to die before they got 70, hopefully in the more and more traffic jams because they were flooding the people with cities. So, and then because you can't afford electricity bills to cool off when you get home, so therefore you'd be drained of your electrolytes or whatever it is, and you become sick and unhealthy and die early. And that was a plan of the Labour Party and Liberal Party to sort of eliminate the need of cost of looking after pensioners, because it needed the money to subsidise its mates in power companies. But there you go. There's a little advice from me, Chancy Gardner, to the few followers I have there on the net, that it all is rather a joke. So I try to make a joke out of it, because they certainly have a lend of us when Bill Shorten call us knuckle draggers because we don't agree with him on climate change, because he's an acolyte to Al Gore, obviously, but he's a cultist for Al Gore, the cultist. And the Liberal Party, well, what have they done the last 10 years but shown that they are not really very good at running in a country, other than flooding the country with millions of people, just at the same time there may be a housing collapse. It's also intelligent, really, when you think about it, isn't it? How amazing intelligent it all is. Anyway, I'm Chancy Gardner, and good luck to you all. Taking these people seriously is rather foolish indeed. Welcome to my new channel.